again. So now we're gonna do a quick changeover of the laundry. We just did the bathrooms. I'm going to take the towels out, put them in the laundry basket. And everything is dry because we put them on that heavy dry setting. So we'll put that out of the way for a minute. Gonna take the sheets we started earlier, put them in the dryer. Right, and now these are the other linens that we weren't able to fit in the wash earlier. Again, these are the whites, so we can do another round of bleach, about 1/3 of a cup. Always want to check the, Mike, what is the name for this?
That's a dryer vent.
Okay, the dryer vent. It's been like mind blank on my mind. So that's clean. We already did that. And again, we don't want to forget the dryer sheets. Like I said, sometimes I like to throw in an extra one because that just makes sure you get all those extra little lint or hairs or anything that can stick on the fabric. We'll leave them at the same settings that we did earlier, so all we'll have to do is press start for each of them. For the dryer, we'll reset it back to the heavy dry setting. You can see here I have the duvet covers and the other blankets ready to go. And the next time we change over the laundry, we'll just repeat this same process, except this time, since these are colors, we won't do the bleach. All right, so here we go. All right, so we have gotten our linens and towels from the dryer, and I'm going to start sorting them so that when we do the bedrooms, which we'll be showing you shortly, you're organized and it makes it a lot easier to make the beds and finish the bedrooms. So one thing you'll see is I already started sorting the laundry. For our bunk bedrooms, there's a full and a twin, so we've got 3 towels because we have 3 people that can sleep in there. And then for our other rooms, we have queen beds in them, so we just do towels per how many people are in the room. So I've got 2 that are going there. Already started to make my piles here, you can see. I'll show you really quick how we fold our towels. At the end of the day, they just need to look nice and neat, but I like to do it the same way because then I just fold them that way each time. If I'm using like the backup towels, they're all ready to go. So I fold them in half, and I fold them in half again, and then we just fold them in thirds, and it looks nice and neat. And I just do that each way each time. And this is going to be a pile for one of the queen bedrooms. And so I've got 2 towels, 2 washcloths. And really, I mean, the towels and the washcloths just need to be looking nice and welcoming for the guests. All right, so we've got the towels ready to go. Kind of laid out my soaps here so I know that we'll be doing 1 soap per room. These piles, I've got the queen beds set up, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and then 2 pillowcases. Same for this pile here. This one, I'm still going through these linens here, but I'm going to add the duvet covers once I get to them, and then I'll have the full flat and fitted sheet, and then I'm going to have the twin sheet on the top bunk. Okay, so now it is time to get the bedrooms sparkling clean. So I'm going to start off first when I get to the bedrooms is I'm going to start with the surfaces, and then I am going to make the bed, and then I'm going to move my way to the floors. Again, top down. So you're going to see some of the things I'm going to focus on. In this room we have things like dressers, we have nightstands, little shelves here. And one thing that people forget sometimes is the window sills. So you want to make sure that we get these. So I'm going to start with my disinfectant, and then we have the pine sol, and we're going to get the surfaces clean. So let's get started on that. Alright, so we have our surfaces sparkling clean. I'm going to throw out this paper towel. I'm going to highlight. The other thing we just want to make sure when we're doing surfaces is we have common touch points like remote controls, we have doorknobs. So we're going to want to make sure that we are getting all of those clean as well for the incoming guests. So I'll just spray the paper towel, and I'm going to clean the remote control. So this will be ready for the next guest coming up. Alright, so now we've got the surfaces cleaned and we've got the touch points cleaned, so we're going to make the bed. The first step is simple. We've got our Mega Pet Hair Roller back again. I'm going to roll first the mattress protector here so that we're starting with a clean, hair-free slate for the fresh linens. I've got my hands washed and we are ready to make the bed. So here we go with the first step. Alright, the mattress protector is rolled hair-free. I'm going to start first with putting on my duvet cover, and I am going to put on my pillowcases for the freshly made bed. So now, like I mentioned before, I put the pillows and the comforter in the closet out of the way, so while we did the clean, they stayed nice and clean. So first I'm going to start with the pillowcases. I've got 2 white pillows to sleep with, and then we've got the decorative pillowcases. Okay, so once I've got the pillows on, I'm going to put them back in the closet, and I'm going to put them in the order that I'm going to use them as I make the bed. So I'm putting the decorative pillowcases in first. And then I have my 2 pillows with the white pillowcases. And now it is time for the duvet. Now, sometimes the duvets can be a little intimidating for people, but once you get used to putting them on, I think you'll find they're pretty easy. So what I like to do when I'm putting on a duvet cover, I'll take the 2 corners and I'll grab the middle of the comforter. And as you can see, I unzippered the comforter while we were talking. And I'm just going to put in the 2 edges, almost like I'm putting this duvet cover in, like the same way I would a pillow. So I get my 2 corners lined up, the 2 corners of the duvet. And now basically I'm just going to shimmy this down and get this comforter straightened out inside the duvet cover. So. there you go. You've got the duvet cover on. Now, one thing I will say when putting on a duvet cover, do not rush, because the second you start rushing when you're putting on a duvet cover, everything's going to get twisted up and you're going to have a bad time. So for now, I'm going to take the duvet cover, I'm going to put it back out of the way, but now it's ready to go to put on the sheets once they're on the bed. So now we're going to start with our fitted sheet. Sometimes it's nice and easy where the sheets do a little work for you, where they tell you which is the top, which is the side. These sheets do, so I know I'm putting it on the right direction. So let me get this fitted sheet on. So now that we have the fitted sheet on, we're going to use our roller once again, and I'm going to roll and make sure that there's no hair, debris, dirt, anything like that for the new desk. Okay, next we're going to repeat the process with the fitted sheet. Sorry, the flat sheet. And if you can guess, you're correct. We're going to roll the sheet. The washing machine and dryer, we do a lot of this, but this is an important step just because sometimes they miss a hair that gets stuck to the sheet or the blanket. And so this is our insurance that we are getting those little things that can stick around. All right, so we're moving along. Now we're going to go back into the closet. I'm going to grab the duvet cover and comforter, and it is ready to go for the bed. And now our final step with making the bed, and I am just going to freshen up get a new sheet here. We're going to put the pillows on. I'm going to give each pillow a roll. And then place it at the top of the bed. And you'll see I'm going to do the same thing with decorative pillows. Made, and we're going to move on to the last part. We're moving down to the floors. We're going to give them a little sweep, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so last things of getting this room ready for the guests. We've got our remote controls that we cleaned earlier. We're going to put them by the television so that the guests can find them. And we've got 2 fresh towels because 2 guests can sleep in here. And we have a soap. So now we have all the guest items. And then the last thing is I'm just going to do a quick sweep to this room before we do a final vacuum. So I'm going to do that now. One thing I will mention is make sure that you check underneath the beds. Alright, so I'll finish sweeping this room, and then I just want to show you a few more things of getting this place sparkling clean, so let's go. Alright, so you caught me finishing up this bunk bed, and I just wanted to show you some of the differences between what we do in making a bunk bed between the regular like queen or full beds or anything like that. So like I explained before, we have put on fresh linens here, fresh duvet. I rolled the sheets, rolled the pillows, as you can see right here, with our favorite cleaning tool, the Mega Pet Hair Roller. And now we're gonna get this ready, set up for the guests. I've got my towels, three towels, because we've got 2 people on the bottom, 1 person on top. Full occupancy was in here. We've got a TV in here, so we cleaned all these surfaces, the windowsills, the remotes earlier. Now the difference with the bunk bed, which you'll probably like, is that we leave the items ready for the guests so that if they decide they want to use the bunk bed, they can. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that the mattress protector is rolled, because we want that to be welcoming and clean for the next guest. And if you had found any stains on this earlier, they would have been washed. So we have twin sheets. I have a fitted sheet, a flat sheet. I'm going to leave these out, put them right here on the top bunk. We have a pillow. I'll show you. We're going to give it a roll. It's already been rolled, but for example's sake, just so you see, so you know it's done, put this up here. And we've got our blanket. And I'm going to put that right on top of the pillow here, and actually, let's go. So now we are all set up. The bunk bed is ready to go.